as bees this summer with lots of traveling. First, we went all the way to Denver, Colorado, where we visited Nevadaville, an abandoned mining town. From there, we went down to Palo State Park, America's second largest canyon, and did some camping. Very hot camping. Then we went home, but not for long, before we headed up to Traverse City, Michigan. There we enjoyed the crystal waters of Torch Lake, and Durga had her very first swimming lesson. Then we visited the Music House Museum, where we heard Gershwin play Rhapsody in Blue with his own 8 hands. And we also enjoyed this beautiful dance organ. From Traverse City, we headed to Miamisburg, Ohio, where we checked out one of the largest Indian mounds in the state. On a clear day, you can see, well, Ohio. From Miamisburg, we took a short jaunt down the road to Lexington, where we checked out the Mary Todd Lincoln House, where she spent some of her formative years. And we also checked out the Henry Clay Estate. In the Distillery District, we had awesome ice cream at Crank and Boom. And a great pizza too. But our journey would soon come to an end, and our Lexington trip reached the end of the line. But we weren't alone on our way home. We had some pretty colorful travelers on the road with us. From Lexington, we were back to New Orleans, but only for a little while. Then it was off to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, where of course we saw the St. Paul Cathedral. And when you have a city named after a saint, the cathedral kind of has to be awesome. After that, we drove past First Avenue, where Purple Rain was shot. We saw a really tiny door. And we got some pretty sage advice. This was on my must-see list. It's called the Vision of Peace, and it is the world's largest carved onyx figure. It rotates once every 16 hours. But who has that kind of time? Gotta keep it moving. After all, the cows are coming home. From there, we checked out the State Fair. It was big and packed. we watched the ponies do their thing.
It should be relaxed, easy movement for them, coming naturally.
The butterfly house featured thousands of butterflies where you could feed them and have them land on you. Although some kids were pretty much murdering them, but there you have it. But why get the blues over that when you got these guys? I asked Elvis why on earth they were singing about Chicago and St. Paul, but he wasn't talking. Once the sun went down, it was time to see In Vogue. But no trip to Minneapolis would be complete without visiting Paisley Park, right? Unfortunately, you can't take pictures inside, but you could in the gift shop. There's also food to be served, all vegetarian. So of course, had to have the pancakes. I mean, it would be criminal not to. We ate it tongue-in-cheek, lots of times. Great place, awesome food, lots of mirrors. The cauliflower and pad thai were my favorite. From there, we headed back home, but on the way, I happened to catch this bumper sticker that would make Rosen Island proud. The dirtbag hit the bottle and slept all the way home. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, and of course, don't forget to subscribe.